What's going on, guys? It's your boy JB, and if you don't know me, we go over tools, tips, and tricks to make money online. And today we'll be going over 3 different ways to create cash flow for your business. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell while you're at it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So yeah, guys, out of the 3 methods, the first one's gonna be one that you all know and love, and that's the business credit card. And I'm gonna show you the one that I personally use. I've been using for the past year and a half or so. This is the Chase Ink card. Again, if you're not good with your credit cards, if you know that you're gonna be charging up like a ton of stuff for no reason at all, yeah, you probably want to stay away from it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would definitely stay away from these if you don't trust yourself by any means. So I will show you 2 different options here in a minute that you can use that's not even using the Chase Ink card or any kind of business credit card whatsoever. And actually, you might, if you have one of these or you have a business credit card, you might still want to use the other 2 methods as opposed to this one. But just to go over this one real quick though, the reason why I got this was because of the 100,000 bonus points. If you spend, I think, 15,000 in the first 3 months, you're gonna get that, and you can use it for pretty much anything and everything for your business. And again, if you're looking for a business credit card and you don't have one or don't know how to go about getting one, all you have to do is just use your social security number, and they'll just use that. Based on your credit score, they're gonna like restrict the amount of money that you can have on your credit card, just FYI. So if you're in, I don't know, I'm gonna make this up, if you're like at a 750, they might give you like $25,000 for your card. If it's lower than that, it might be 10,000, but it's gonna be based on your credit score for your business. So you don't have to have an EIN in order to get this, as an FYI. Yeah, just need to leverage your social security number, and hopefully you're in good standing as far as your credit goes, and you'll be good to go. One thing that I learned the other day, and I'm actually in the process of doing this now. So let's say that you do actually pick up this credit card, or you have a business credit card right now and it's under your social security number. So what you can do is, if I can get this going, what you can do is, well, what I did right now, so like I created an LLC for my Amazon business, and then so I'll put credit card right here. So let's say that I have like $15,000 on my business credit card right now. And this is another secret way to increase your cash flow that I'm about to show you. So whatever that you spent on your business credit card right now, I'm gonna put a B right here. This is hit your FICA profile, because it's attached to your SSN, social security number, right? So when you open up an LLC, what you're able to do is move this over and create a Paydex profile, which is the FICO of your business. So what's happening now is I'm gonna shift this business credit card, my Chase Ink card, underneath my Paydex LLC account now. So this 15K goes underneath that. So my profile now, it appears to be that I paid this off. When I move this over to this account, it's gonna appear that I paid this off under my social security number, which will boost up my credit score. And what you're trying to do with this is you're trying to have a rating to 75 to 85. And so when this shifts over under the 15K, under that, I have the cash now to actually pay this off. So once I move this over, I'm gonna pay this off, and then this credit score gets boosted up. So once that happens, I'll get an introductory rate of 0 to 10% on my credit card. for 18 to 30 months. And so when that happens, I'm going to ask for a higher credit limit to help increase my cash flow. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Again, I'll go back through this again one more time. So if you have a business credit card right now, or if you sign up for one under your name, what you can do is create an LLC after that. Now again, this is an e-com based LLC. So again, I'm not a consultant or anything like that. So consult with a lawyer or whatever I'm telling you. Full disclaimer. But yeah, you can create your LLC, then create a PayDex account or a profile. I keep saying account. PayDex account. PayDex profile for your LLC. Yeah, for your LLC for this. And then you shift that money that you just used on your business credit card, your Chase card, over to this account. And then you can pay it off that way. But again, it'll appear as if you just paid it off under your FICO score. And then that boosts up your credit score as well too at the same time. So little food for thought on this one. I really dug that when I got my consultation. So that's what we're in the middle of right now of doing. So I hope that helps you guys on option number one. So again, if you're not really trustworthy as far as credit cards goes, don't do that method. And I'm gonna show you here another cash flow method here that you could probably use for you and your business. This one's like the other, well, the next two are gonna be some kind of like underground strategies that you can use that nobody really talks about for their business. Actually, I've never heard anybody do this for their business except for one guy named Garrett Gunderson. I'll have a link down in the description. You should check him out. He's the owner of Wealth Factory. And so what you do is, well, this other one's called Infinite Banking, aka cash flow banking. So I'm just gonna give you like the overview of what this is. There's more to it than what I'm about to show you, but at least you'll have like the foundation and the overall basis of how it works. But actually, I'll give you a link to two people that I follow on YouTube. They're pretty awesome, pretty amazing. And the whole channel is about infinite banking. So the way it works is it's a whole life insurance policy and you're able to take out, well, it's a guaranteed return of 4%. Guaranteed for life, 4%. Like it won't go down. Like no matter what the economy does, no matter what the stock market does, your money grows at 4%. And the reason why I said we'll do this because it's called a paid up edition. So yeah, guys, so in a nutshell, it's a whole life insurance policy that has I guess you can call it a claim that's attached to it. And it's called a paid up edition, and this pumps out money for your whole life policy. And again, like there's a restriction of how much money you can actually put inside this thing too. But yeah, it's just a whole life policy, and you're able to get 4% guaranteed return on it, and it's compounded. So, and you're able to take out money in the first year. If your policy is $10,000, you can take out 60% the first year. Depending on who you go with. I will state that, but depending on who you go with, you can take out 60%, so $6,000. So now you have this cash flow that you can use for your business, and it is tax free. And you use this for whatever you want. But again, this is for your business, so I mean, I recommend that you can use it for, inventory or more ads at that time or whatever. And depending on who you're working with, you can get that money within like 7 to 10 days, around there or so. But yeah, it's tax free, grows 4%, it never goes down. You can use it for like medical bills. You can use it for to pay off debt. And this is this is one of the best debt weapons you can ever have. So that's another thing that we can talk about is basically the best way for just anybody, not just people in business, is to eliminate debt in order to create cash flow for yourself. That's the best way to do it. And this is one of the biggest debt weapons. And velocity banking, which we'll talk about next, is another debt weapon that you can use to help increase cash flow for your business. But yeah, so in a nutshell, infinite banking is just creating a whole life policy. Like, you can't go to MetLife and get this done. There's only certain people that can do this. And again, I'll give you a YouTube link below. The people that actually have like their own company and that's all they do is infinite banking, if you guys want to check this out. But yeah, all it is, again, it's just a whole life policy that gives you 4% return, that has a paid up edition on it, and you can just put money into it like every month if you want, but there is a restriction on it. It's called a MEC, and that caps you out on how much money you can put inside this thing. So there is a restriction on it. So I don't want you guys thinking that, I can just dump all this money that I have inside of it and it'll just grow. Like, no, there's a cap because of the tax code that we have. But anyway, that's infinite banking in a nutshell. Again, like, there's more things you can do with this thing, but yeah, just know that it grows tax free, and you take the money out and you can pay and help cash flow your business. A ton of entrepreneurs do this. They just don't tell you this, but I found this out again like 6 to 8 months ago on Mike Dillard's podcast. You should check it out. It's pretty dope. Yeah. So infinite banking, you have that, and then the next one is going to be velocity banking. Velocity banking. This is a new one. I heard about this like 2 months ago, but very, very cool concept. I don't know if I'm gonna use this method, but never say never. But this is again another debt weapon, just like infinite banking is. Kill that debt, increase your cash flow, like student loans and all that kind of stuff. Student loans, cars, anything with a huge interest rate. You can kill it with infinite banking and velocity banking really, really fast. So just to give you overall principle of velocity banking, all it really is finding lines of credit to kill loans or to kill debt with high interest rates, so you can increase your cash flow really fast. But you can use it, there's different techniques that you can use in order to maximize the velocity of this strategy. Those pieces I don't know. I'm just gonna give you the foundation of it in case you want to use it. And again, I'll leave a link down below to a guy that's all he does is velocity banking, and he's helped tons of people with this strategy. But so again, velocity banking, what is? So there's really two different ways. There's, you probably heard this term if you have a house, HELOC, and I call it a PLOC. HELOC, home equity line of credit. PLOC, personal line of credit. So if you have a home, you're able to do this. Basically, it's just like using your home as a credit card, basically, to wipe off debt. The only thing with the HELOC is you got to be very, very careful about is that if the rates jump, and they really give you a warning when this happens, but with the rates jump and skyrocket, like you're stuck and you're locked into that rate. But when the HELOC is super cheap or super low, the interest rate is, then you can like really kill your home loan, or you pay off your home in like 5 to 7 years, like easy, if the rate is low. If it's not, if you get screwed over, then yeah, you're stuck like Chuck. Personal line of credit, it's really kind of cool. Well, it's probably best for you to like go to a bank that's local, because you're probably easier for you to get a personal line of credit. You can use, I don't know, $2,000 to $5,000 if you want for your cash flow for your business. I think that's relatively like the sweet spot of how much money you can get for yourself. But again, these techniques are typically used to kill debt. That way you increase cash flow for yourself and for your business. And as far as velocity banking, so again, this is like your personal line of credit, and then there are different ways that you can, I'm not gonna say guarantee, but different ways you can increase the odds of getting accepted for this thing. But it's definitely easier to get than I think well, I don't know if it's easier to get. I don't have a home yet, so I wouldn't know if it's easier, but a lot of people are able to get this based on their credit score. If your credit score is like 730 or so, or a good credit score, I think you're in good shape for getting this to help increase cash flow for your business. But if not, then there's different techniques you can help increase that being your credit score. Another thing too, this is a little side note. This is a little side note from Garrett Gunderson. You want to do or you want to get a cash flow index score for yourself to see which debt to pay first if you have a lot of debt. And what that is your loan amount divided by your minimum payment. But yeah, what you want to do is you divide your loan amount. So let's say it's $10,000. So you want to divide that by your minimum payment that's due. Let's say it's, I don't know, 200. So 10,000 divided by 200, it's 50. So it's a cash cow. If this was like lower, if this was higher, so let's say that it was $100. So that's an efficient loan. So you want to attack the ones that are lower, or that are 50 or lower. Kill those first, and then work on the other ones. And that's what I did to help me free up some cash flow as well. So just a little side note again, your loan divided by your minimum payment of that loan. Divide that. If it's 50 or under, you need to kill it. It's a cash cow. It's not an efficient loan. If it's higher than 100, then you got an efficient loan. So, but yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. If you liked what I was putting down today, give your boy a thumbs up. He needs it. And comment below if you have used infinite banking, or if you've heard of infinite banking. I'm kind of curious of how big the word is getting out now with infinite banking, because it's definitely blowing up in the past, I want to say 3 years or so, from what I've heard. But again, guys, yeah, give your boy a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell while you're at it, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.